Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back. So everything here in front of me is a whole bunch of products that I've been buying from SHEIN, and I'm gonna tell you if I like it, if I don't like it, would I buy it again. I actually got this video idea from a nail tech friend of mine, Carrie. I'm gonna pop her name up on the screen. She's a Canadian nail tech, and she just did this video, but a Temu version. So you have to go check out her video. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's check out everything that I've purchased probably within the year or so, or maybe a little bit over a year, of everything that I purchased from SHEIN. This is one of my most recent purchases from SHEIN. These are all chrome powders. This one and these three chrome powders are supposed to be cat eye chrome powders, and I will tell you, the cat eye portion of these chrome powders don't work at all. But they chrome really nicely. This green one, let me get the swatch sticks. These chrome powders come out more of like a sheer pearlescent chrome. So this one, if you can tell, is this pink. So it looks insanely bright, but it actually comes out a insanely like sheer pink. Then you have the yellow. Then you have, this is the next one. Then you have this one. And then you have this one. This is what the green one looks like. And this is supposed to be a cat eye, but it doesn't, it's not strong enough to change into a cat eye. It just doesn't work for some odd reason. And I tried every which frickin' way. This is the blue. It's a really nice like royal blue. And this is the last one I got. So they're okay. They're not like the best quality, but if you're just starting out and you're on a budget and you want to play around with chromes, then they're okay. Have a stamping plate. I found this really cute Alice in Wonderland stamping plate because one of my clients absolutely loves Alice in Wonderland. I haven't played around with it yet, but I can't wait to. Next up, we have decals, nail stickers, whatever you shall call these. I get these from SHEIN. I actually, even though these are probably only like $1 or like $1.50 a piece, but I still wait till these are on sale. I have tons of these from SHEIN. I have to actually get a better like system. Right now I have these envelopes that I store everything in, but I need an actual like holder. I can't wait to use some of these. But these are all the ones that I've gotten within like this past year. I got more than this in this past year. Like these clock ones that I recently got in, these are also giving me like Alice in Wonderland vibes. Like can you imagine like the rabbit holding these? Or the clock with the saying, "I'm late for a very important date." Like that's what this reminded me of, like Alice in Wonderland vibes, or like Victorian steampunk, something like that. You have more of like this trippy, like 70s vibes. Okay, next up, I get these triangle, like these sorting trays. I don't remember how many I got in the pack. I think it might have been like 10 or 8. I don't remember, but I like using these sorting trays, whether it's glitter or crystals, whatever it is. But I just get a whole bunch of them. And then whenever I'm low, I just get some more. So I have a whole bunch of like triangle like sorting trays. This is an empty 15-gram jar. I recently had to, I want to open this, let me show you. It comes with a lid like this, and it holds 15 grams. A lot of my older potted glitter hard gels, I had to repot, so I bought a bunch of these off of SHEIN. Repotted a whole bunch of these, and that's what these are for. Swatch sticks. I use these for everything. I used to use this square swatch stick. I now switched to oval. This is what they look like when they're swatched out, and I really love the look of the oval. And these are a pack of, I want to say like 40 or 50, and it does have the little ring. I want to say this was maybe, it was under $5 for this one little pack. And whenever I do place an order on SHEIN, I always end up buying more swatch sticks. Even though I probably don't need them, I always buy more, just in case. I don't want to run out of swatch sticks. So I'm always buying more swatch sticks. Tweezers. I bought these tweezers a while back, and these are really, really pointy. I bought these to use when I'm for decals. So when you're peeling back, I can like get in there really nicely and just peel this off without having to worry about like anything. Like anytime you need to use one of this, or if you need like a really, really like fine pointy pair of tweezers. I know it doesn't have that like rubbery end to it that some fine, like extra like fine pair of tweezers have to it, but these have been like my go-to tweezers. I might need to get me another pair of tweezers next time I place an order from SHEIN. So just, if you need a really like extra fine point of tweezers, this was definitely under $5. I definitely recommend getting one of these. Nail brushes. I use these all the time. When I have my e-file in my hand, I keep this right on my pinky. I know some people have the longer ones with like the big huge handles, and you have the brush on the end like this. I find those, you have to then put the hand piece down, and then you're adding more time to your service. So I like these smaller ones, and I get these, I think there's like, it's a 10 or a 12 piece, and it's under $5 for these. And you definitely get to choose what color. I obviously chose purple because purple is my favorite color. As I said, I hook these around my pinky, so when I'm doing my service, whenever I need to clean off the dust, I just clean it off, go back to using my e-file, clean off the dust, go back to using my e-file, and then I just keep going back. So I never have to physically put down my e-file. Scissors. Nice fancy pair of scissors. I found these on SHEIN, not in the nail section. I don't remember where, but it came up as like a suggested thing. And I have a pair of stork scissors, but the blade on my stork scissors were bent, so I needed a new pair. And these I think were like $5, but I love the freaking color on these. And And I love, the one reason why I love these is because how sharp these are. So I do recommend keeping the cover. I will say, if anyone has ever seen these on SHEIN, and if you were ever thinking of purchasing these sell out insanely fast. So I do recommend getting them, but they sell out fast. So don't skip out on buying these if you were ever thinking of getting them. Containers. As you can see, I have this as cleaned implements. I have about like 6 of these, and they're all labeled clean implements with a variety of different clean implements. As you can see, it says clean, and then it says what implements are on top. I don't use those sterilization pouches because I don't have a autoclave. That's just me. Since I don't have an autoclave, I don't use those sterilization pouches. So I use these. So every time I clean my tools, every time I clean and disinfect my tools, I clean and I disinfect my boxes. So if anyone wants to know how I disinfect these, I take the prevention disinfecting wipes. I clean these containers with soap and water. And then once this is dry, I take the prevention disinfecting wipes and I wipe these down, and those wipes have a 1-minute contact time. So just a little FYI, that's how I clean any of these boxes in between when I'm cleaning any of my tools. These rolls of tape, I get these suckers from SHEIN. I use this along with these here, along with this. If I'm practicing any artwork and I'm doing it on full coverage tips and I display the full coverage tips, I display it on this little piece right over here. I don't know what the exact name is. I'll have to pop it up on the screen, like the name that SHEIN has it. I use these, and then to hold the tips, to secure the tips on here, I use this red tape. I either have it this skinny or it's this, so it doesn't matter which one. I have either one to hold it onto here. When I'm done, then I have these containers. So I have this box, which has a whole bunch of my Halloween artworks. You can see has the full coverage tips, and you can see has everything displayed on here. But I have a bunch of different sizes of these boxes. So this is the larger option. Then I have something a little bit smaller, and this has my big like Medusa. Let me do it this way. It has my big huge like Medusa extreme nails in here. And I have this box, which is even smaller. And then I have even like smaller boxes. So you can see I have tons of different like size options that I've here. Tons of different like size options that I've got from SHEIN. It's not even fitting in camera, but I have tons of different size options that I've got, that I purchased from SHEIN. Tips. Full coverage tips. I don't go fancy on my full coverage tips because I don't use them on clients. These are stiletto and these are almond, I think. I labeled them somewhere. Yes, stiletto and almond. So you can see which one is which. You have almond and you have stiletto. I don't use these on clients, as I said earlier. I just use these as display tips when I'm practicing my nail art. All of these, as you saw, they were in the boxes. The ones that were in this box over here, I don't remember what tips these were because these were really old from like earlier on in my career. So I don't remember where I got these tips, but I have, these are the ones that I'm currently using, and I just get these from SHEIN. So if you just look up full coverage tips, you will find plenty of options, but these are the ones that I'm currently using. Next up, we have eyeshadow applicators. I bought these to use with chrome powder. For a while, I was using the ones I bought from Amazon, and then I tried these, honestly, because they were a cheaper cost. That was my mistake. Even though necessarily these were cheaper, they weren't the better option. I would honestly stick with the ones from Amazon over buying these. Every time I use these, the little applicator part here keeps popping off of the actual holder. These were under $2, and I honestly wouldn't use these again. I kind of really just want to throw these in the garbage. I prefer to use cosmetic makeup wedges now when I apply my chrome powder over these. And I honestly, as I said, I really just want to throw these in the garbage. I really didn't like these. It's just, it was a big fail and a big no-no. I just don't know. I would not purchase these again. Something I wouldn't purchase again. I bought this to use for any of my metal charms to kind of like bend them. And for some reason, whenever I use this, it just doesn't bend the metal charm properly. I don't know if I'm using this wrong, but it just doesn't work at all. And I bought a lot of my like metal charms off of SHEIN also, so it's just not working properly. So this would be a no for me. So you put the metal charm in here, you put this on top, you apply your pressure, and that is supposed to bend it with the curve so it can sit on top of the nail and it won't lie flat. It'll like bend it with it. I'm not gonna throw it out just quite yet. I'll give it a couple more tries. If not, I'll just do that plastic like saran wrap trick over the nail and maybe that'll work. Not the foils that are in here, but this holder. I bought this holder for my foils off of SHEIN. I have 2 of these, and this is just, I want to say, a business card holder. I keep all of my foils in here. This one, as you can see, holds solid color and marbles. As I said, I have 2 of these. I absolutely love it. I keep it in my desk going this way, and it is insanely nice and thin, and it holds so many of my foils. And as you can see, especially if you are a traveling nail tech or if you don't have a lot of space, I highly suggest getting something like this to hold your foils. Tip holders. Not this lid. This lid goes to another tip holder. I bought 2 of these suckers. As you can see, they're well used. I now have chrome powder stuck to these suckers. It came with 4 of these holders. I have been using these ever since. I absolutely love these. These are well used and well loved. As you can see, this thing does not like fall off right away when I'm jiggling it. When I adhere the tip on here, I use this little like this red tape, this clear double-sided sticky tape. I use this to hold down the double-sided sticky tape that all of this is currently stuck to right now. So if you're ever thinking of getting tip holders from SHEIN, I highly recommend it. pinching clamps. I don't use these on clients. So these are pinching clamps. I use these for hard gel or acro gel. If I honestly use these, I will use these when I'm doing like extreme nail shapes or advanced nail shapes. I will make sure my nail form is pinched properly before I get into using these. But if you're not sure how to like pinch your nail form properly, make sure you know how to properly use pinching clamps or pinching tools before you get into using these. That's all I'm going to say. So before you get into any sort of pinching clamps or pinching tools, please make sure you take a class that the nail tech is going to show you how to use these. In the class, if the nail tech isn't going to show you how to use these, find a nail tech that can mentor you to show you how to use these. Because if you don't get the proper training, you can do damage if you don't know what you're doing. Also, these are for dual forms. The dual forms, I tried the little clamps to go with it because I have some acro gel. The acro gel I have is from Magic Gel. I don't like these whatsoever. I do not like these. Sam, I am. I do not like these. I do not know why I'm quoting Dr. Seuss and Green Eggs and Ham right now. Why am I quoting Dr. Seuss? Anyway, I don't like these. I don't like how when you have these on here, unless I'm using these the wrong way, I'm not a fan of these. I will try them again, but I'm not a fan of these with the dual forms. Dual forms. I have two of them. I have the Russian almond dual forms, and I have the stiletto, the almond stiletto one. Now, when I go to put this on my thumb, you can see it goes from, it covers sidewall to sidewall, and that's what you want, okay? You want it to cover sidewall to sidewall. You want it to properly fit. In fact, I can size down to a size number 1 because that's how much bigger, okay? But you want it to properly fit. Remember that with this box. Now I'm going to go to a size 0 in the almond stiletto ones. I start over here with my sidewall. Can you see that? Not all dual forms are made the same. And with dual forms, you are not pushing down all the way because you need to leave a gap for the product. You can see better with this. You need to leave that gap for the product. So therefore, you can't push it down because you, as I said, you need to leave that gap and that room for the product. So you can't push it down all the way. So that's why I have a love-hate relationship with dual forms, because even though I bought these as the almond stiletto just to try them out, the size 0, which is supposed to be the largest, even it doesn't matter where I hold this on my thumb, okay? It doesn't fit properly on my thumb. Therefore, I can't use this on myself. If I can't use this on myself, how am I supposed to give an honest review and make sure it's going to work with my clients? Now, I've used this one on my dominant hand, and I've used this one on my non-dominant hand. I love this Russian almond dual form, especially if I was just too lazy and I did not want to use nail forms. I freaking love this one. I will continue on using these. The Russian almond one. Absolutely freaking love this. This is a love-hate. I won't use these on myself, but if I have clients that will this fit properly, yes, I'll use this on my clients, but I won't use this on myself. Last but not least are more containers. These 3 containers, not the items. So these 3 containers I bought off of SHEIN, and it's just, I didn't buy these crystals off of SHEIN. So you have this with the individual containers, and it looks like this. Anytime this style of container is on SHEIN, these have a tendency to sell out insanely fast. I think I got these containers for like, I want to say like under $10. But this container that has all of these metal embellishments, I got all of these metal embellishments off of SHEIN. But they were in like group containers, and I just separated them out. So you can see everything that I've purchased with all of these metal pieces. So all these metal pieces, as I said, I purchased all of these from SHEIN, but they were in like group containers, and they were all mixed together, but I just separated them out so it's easier for me to see. So I have this container that I also bought off of SHEIN, and then it comes with these 4 connected. And then I have these items, which is these really cute dragon eye. I don't know when I'd use these, but I had to get these. And they're already curved. So it has a curve to them. So there's one blue, there's one yellow and orange, and one blue and pink. These little teeny hands, they're so freaking cute. This is some of the recent ones, like bohemian kind of style, like metal pieces. This is everything that I purchased from SHEIN. As I said, within probably like a little bit over a year. I know this video was a little bit on the longer side. I hope you stuck around for the whole entire thing. Do you purchase any nail products from SHEIN? If you do, let me know what you get. As I said, here is everything that I've been getting and using. I hope you like this style of video. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know whenever you're going to get a new video. Don't forget to leave a comment, and every time you do any of those, my video will be sent out a little bit more into the world of YouTube, and I will see you later. Bye.